I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another door.
Hey, good evening. You're on air with Caroline. Who is this?
Hey, this is Eric Knight from Disciples of Babylon, Caroline. How are you?
I'm really good. I was telling my listeners last week that I was going to get you guys on the phone this week. So who's all there with you right now?
Hey, how are you? It's Ramon. I play guitar.
Ramon, good to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, good to have you on air tonight. That's fantastic. Who else is there?
Hi, Caroline. I'm Guy Bodie. I'm the bass player.
Gibori. Oh, it's good to meet you. Good to meet you. So Gibori and Ramon and Eric. Now you have a drummer.
Yeah.
Is the drummer there?
No, he's not. He's missing in action, so it's just the three of us tonight.
That's all fine. What was his name?
Ray Rojo.
Ray, you know what? That's really sad because I have $1 million for everyone that showed up tonight. What a bummer. Okay, not really.
Oh, man. But it's okay. We'll split his million with all three of us.
Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, listen, I wanted to ask you, who are Disciples of Babylon? I heard your new song Karma recently, and we've been playing it. And just, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves? And you guys are in Los Angeles. Is that where you are right now?
Yeah, we're all actually based out of Los Angeles, and we kind of all met. Well, originally I had reached out to Ramon, the guitar player, after watching a video of his that he had posted. We were friends on Facebook, so you know how that goes. You have millions of people on Facebook and, know people, but not really know people. And he posted a video of his on YouTube of a song that he was doing, like a cover of a guitar solo from Alter Bridge, the band Alter Bridge. And I was completely blown away watching him play. And I had been thinking about putting this band together for a very, very long time, but I never really acted upon it because it just didn't feel like the timing was right. But for some reason, when I saw his video, everything just clicked, and I thought that he was perfect for it. He looked the part, he played the part, and so I immediately wrote him on Facebook and asked him if he would take a meeting with me to see if, to talk about putting this band together. And, we met shortly after that, and we talked about it, and I told him, I want to put, a band together that brings back the energy of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and modern music of today, bring back the big show, and, put the rock back in rock and roll. And he was in agreement with it, so that's kind of how the wheels started, getting turned with everything.
That is amazing. That is really cool. How did you guys come up with the name Disciples of Babylon?
Actually, a long time ago, I was reading stuff about Babylon and all the things that happened during those times. And I guess just in the materials that I was reading on the internet, there was an expression that one of the people that were writing had mentioned about saying the Disciples of Babylon. And I thought that was such a cool name, and it had such, I don't know, to me in my mind, it had a lot of imagery and a lot of different things that it could connotate or mean. And so it was just one of these band names that I go, that's a cool name. So I kind of like wrote it in my list of cool names of bands to maybe use in the future. And that's really how it came about. And that's how we did it, and the rest is history.
Yeah. So you guys have an album out now? Because I know Karma's on it. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's an EP that we released, a 3-song EP, and it's titled Welcome to Babylon. And we released it actually in September. September 4th of this year, it came out worldwide digitally. And there'll be a physical copy of it coming soon, and we're even thinking of doing a vinyl album and everything. And we recorded it back in late 2014 with Andres Torres, which is our producer, which actually just got nominated for a Grammy.
Wow.
And so kind of the stars aligned for us with this whole project, and we decided to put something very small out first, just to kind of test the waters. But ever since this has come out, we've had such a huge reaction with everything that we are, feverishly writing new material for a new record that we're hoping to start recording in the middle of next year.
That's excellent. That's very cool. Very good to know. So one of the things I like to ask bands, Eric, is what, if you've been given a platform, what kind of impact do you want your music to have in this world that could have a positive influence?
Well, we talked about that very early on in the band. We talked about, if we're going to have this platform, at least I know I expressed it to the guys about that I want to be able to do something positive with what we're doing. And so some of the songs that we're writing are talking about, those kind of things about empowering people and taking back, things that are rightly theirs and things like that. And we want to support charities and things like that. So I think, anybody that's in a position like we are to possibly make a really big impact and make our platform bigger and bigger every day, I think has a social responsibility to kind of do something good. And so, we definitely have been talking about that. I mean, we're always hashtagging our tweets and things with Babylon Society. And basically, the idea behind the Babylon Society is we want to be able to channel all the people that are listening to us and following us to do positive things and, things that can better, even if it's somebody that they know, a stranger, anything, something that's like paying it forward. So we are definitely very socially conscious of this, and it's one of the biggest things that we have on our agenda is to really, as we grow as a band and we continue to get bigger and bigger, to hopefully reach more and more people that will be able to get the message out and just to spread more awareness and to do good, because really at the end of the day, if you have a platform like this and you're not giving back, it's not a good thing. It's ironically enough, it's bad karma. So that's just part of the fun.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So if people wanted to get a hold of this Babylon Society that you guys are running, how would they do that? Is that on Twitter or?
Yeah, you can go to our website at www.disciplesofbabylon.com. And right when they go to the homepage, a little pop-up screen will pop up where they can, put their name, email address, and we'll get them connected. It's something that we're obviously developing and evolving as we go. But that is one of the biggest things on our agenda is to really try to do unique things, not from a selfish standpoint as a band, but to really, really help other people and to really make a difference in other people's lives. So, that's one of the big things that I think that we're going to be really focusing on. So it's something that's a work in progress. But, yeah, they could just go to the website and they can sign up from there, and then, we'll get them information.
That's excellent. And your Twitter handle, what is it again?
It's at Disciples of Baby, like a little baby. We just didn't have enough letters with Twitter. They wouldn't let us. So.
That's cool. All right. Well, look, it's been great chatting with you, Eric, and the other boys. Thank you for coming on air with Caroline. That's me. And I really look forward to when you guys are able to come to Australia. We look forward to, I know you mentioned in our past conversations, you've got an upcoming album that you're going to be working on next year. So I'm really glad to see you guys going forward. I'm going to play Karma for our listeners now. And thanks for coming on air.
Thank you so much, Caroline. And thanks to everybody in Sydney and everybody on SWR FM 99.9 for supporting us.
Good talking to you, Eric. And can I just ask, Ramon, it's good talking to you. And how do you pronounce your other name? Is it Gui Bodi?
Oh, yeah, it's G. Like G-U-I, it's silent, so it's G. It's G just like guitar?
Like G. Like Guy. Like Guy.
Yeah.
Like, am I saying it right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Guy Bodi. And you're French.
I am Brazilian.
Brazilian. Yeah, they're close by, aren't they? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm so sorry.
I'm going back to my roots. Another day, another door.